All right, gang, if you're in this, okay, mic check, you guys hear me? Mic check. Can I get a response? Can YouTube hear me? Mic check. Zoom gang, you guys hear me? Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. I don't hear myself. You guys hear me? I'm supposed to hear myself. Okay, so this is a position we just took in the signal channel, gang. If you're in the signal channel, if you're in the position with me, I just closed it down here at the bottom of the wick. We've closed right there on the hourly with no bottom wick. Right here, as we pull down to this level, this is exactly where I closed for 160 pips. I think if you guys are in the signal channel, you saw that closure. Yep, you saw that with me. 156. So this is something we spoke about as we were closing, as we did our power hour stream today at 2 p.m. 3 p.m. During our power hour stream, I said if the 4-hour closes bearish here, we're gonna look for buys off the top of the 4-hour. So I was setting up a sell limit here at the top wick, and what happened was this top wick formed in a split second here. It went broop, broop, and as it was forming, I just clicked sell on the top wick. The entry ended up being 143.57, and we haven't looked back since. We've kind of been coming down here from 6 p.m. till now for the last 2 hours. And yeah, we just closed full at 43.40 over there for 156 pips. The reason I closed, right, we had the closure that respected this support. Oh, yeah, respected that support and no bottom wick. We've opened up with a bottom wick. What do we do in that case? We'll usually look for a bottom wick entry. In this case, it was also a buy, except this buy was to close out the position that we just took up there. And that's really the position that we just closed. This is what the 4-hour looks like. We won, it sells off of there. Didn't quite get them as it formed really quickly, but amazing. Great trade to open up. That was yeah, if you're in the signal channel, that was a full closure at 156. I don't have any more runners. Are you not streaming New York anymore? No, I had a power outage today. The day that I plan on getting in New York and I'm ready, my entire block lost power. And we got it back at around 9:30. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to stream, but I'll throw on some positions for the signal channel. We didn't have anything until 3 p.m. We had a couple of break evens and the market ran anyway right here. We had sells off these top wicks right here. Came down anyway, came back up, down, and then we had sells off the top wick here. Yeah, New York will be streamed. We will get to it. I will stream it tomorrow. I can't imagine having a power outage 2 days in a row, but great job, everybody. Yeah, too bad it wasn't on stream, but yeah, this sell happened at 6 p.m. 2 hours ago. So I wanted to really see this play out on stream. I wasn't expecting that no bottom wick closure, so we know what to do in that case, right? We secure the bag, right? Secure the bacon and keep it moving. It's not bad, right? We'll get opportunities during the stream, but I need a few minutes because I just got in here. Give me a minute, gang. I will be back in about 5. Give me 5. Damn, this fucker decided to head to full TP, huh? Got his 200 pips right there. Interesting. I don't know why I'm drinking Red Bull. Orange and blue skies, baby. Let's go Knicks.
I got 100 guns. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York. I got a semi-automatic that spits next time if you talk, you talk. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York. I got a semi-automatic that spits next time if you talk, you talk. And I know y'all niggas is pussy, punani, vagina. Your monologues getting tired. Now it's time to ride. To print this, you fired. You no longer desire. So take off them silly chains, put back on your wire. I'm on fire. Holly dipped in octane. Let East Coast bang, let West Coast bang. And Boom, gon' bring the ghetto gospel to every hood possible. Pushing through in the sky blue. Back with the guard you now. Preferably the 4-pound slugs flying at the speed of sound. Trying to catch the ears of niggas that's running their mouths. I might get my Brooklyn niggas to run in your house. I don't really understand what the running's about. But we hunters, we take pride in airing our prey out. Leaving them laid out dead and just for sport. Cause we ain't playing up here in New York.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips.
The best track Ja ever dropped.
And you can tell the way the homies spit. That nigga, I'm from New York.
Probably the only good track.
I got 100 ways to make a grip. Yes,
I hear a couple bangers.
New York. And you can tell I get real ignorant. This nigga, I'm from New York. New York. And this is how we do. Nigga, I can see the coke in your nose. This ain't a movie, even he got his head blown on the globe. And I was just about to find God. But now that Mace is back, I think I'd much rather find a Menard. And everybody talking crazy how they AK sit. But we done disinvestigating and they ain't straight shit. Not me, I'm a truth homie. Got the industry shook like, nah, nigga, Joe gon' let him loose on me. True story, I'm bringing the team back. Even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. My nigga Dre said grind cook. Now we killing them hard. Niggas saying I must have found Pun's rhyme book. Got bitches on top of the Phantom. And the pinky got bling like the ring around Saturn. Cut, crack, niggas sing for that. And you already know the X's where the team be at.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York. New York, yeah, rough riding, D-block and shit. Nigga, fuck what you thought. You thought. You can't take shit for granted, cause life is too short. Too short, yeah. Got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York. This is how I swear it couldn't be sweeter. Life's a bitch, depending on how you treat her. You might get rich, it's guaranteed you gon' die. And you might get missed for maybe 2 or 3 hours till they light their spliffs. And that coke could get you a long time. But when I let them know the dope is out, it's like America Online. Wise is awoken. And you know they say that you deserved it whenever you die with your eyes open. I still hold a title, cause I'm in the hood like them little motorcycles. Stick up kids
Remember the
hopping
little
out with the
motorcycles?
old rifles. Just doing shit for nothing, it's so spiteful. Ha, I'm just like you. The word that niggas wanna murk you is in the air. A double shot of yak and the purple is in the air. And I'm not cocky, I'm confident. So when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York.
And you could tell the way the homie spit that nigga, I'm from New York, New York.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York.
I got a semi-automatic that spits next time if you talk.
And this is how we do.
New York, stand up. Let's go. Man, we got this. Game 3 starts in about 20 minutes. Welcome. What goes on? What's everybody doing? Where price TP at? You must be ready for hell yeah, I'm ready for the game. Take a trade. This happened. This is in the bundle. So this happened right before. This happened at 6 p.m. at market open, top wick entry, and we closed about 20 minutes ago. All right, so about 20 minutes ago we closed this position at 156 pips. So W, the 6. I don't know, man, but I was talking to my pops yesterday about similar runs, because I don't think the Knicks, maybe, I don't know how they're going to be next year, but there's too many good teams. They the luck of the draw this year. Giannis possibly going either to Golden State or Minnesota or Cleveland. Any of those would be crazy. Or whatchamacallit, or Boston. Might have said Boston. So I don't know about next year, but the way the cards fell this year, this Knicks team is it's like the Pistons that beat the Lakers in 04 or 03. I don't know what year that was. Or it's it reminded me, you brought up the 6, and it reminded me of the Raptors, right? They had that one year where everything just gelled, and then Kawhi did. So I think Knicks caught fire here at the right time, and the cards aligned, and the team and OKC's out, right? They didn't make it. They would have been full force. They were injured against San Antonio. San Antonio is a rookie team. They're very young. Hey, beautiful. How was it? Good practice? All right. So the cards just align here. This is their year to take it, because it's going to be really hard next year. Hey, Orchard Automotive. Man, I appreciate that. Appreciate 10 beans. Get the bundle, peeps. Holding a 100 pip runner from market open signal. Wix sent. Don't delay. Cash pips. I've been telling people that forever. You know what's funny? We caught over 100 pips every single day last week. Every single day last week was over 100 pips. There was a trade. There was a trade every single day that had at least a 100 pip runner. And this week, right? Yesterday, private stream, we caught 94, and today, just now, 156. I mean, every single day has been over 100 pips in the private community. So, want to be part of that? You got to be a part of it. How do you not want to be a part of that? Get the bundle. I don't understand. Maybe I do a bad job getting the word out. It's funny. I did the I gave away an account. Boom, everybody wants to do it. Oh, free account, great. But knowledge to grow that account? Nah. A way to grow that account? Nah. Account? Yeah. Pays for itself within a trade or two? The bundle by itself, yeah, but then I was giving away the account, and then doesn't need to pay for itself. You already saved money. That was if you did it last month, but this month, yeah. We had a trade a couple weeks ago. I was like, this just paid for like 5 years of the bundle. We had like 250 something pips on trade. Or I will say this has been by far. Remember how we ran it up last year? We ran it up the year before in quarter 2. I've been saying it's time to supercharge your accounts. This has been by far my best Q2. It was my worst quarter 1 in the last 3. I want to say in the last 3 years. But it was my best Q2 in ever since I started trading. Like, we really ran it up here quarter 2. I've basically paid off last year, all of last year's DoorDash. That's a fucking annual salary in itself. I'm done. I'm done with that shit. Deleted it off my phone. I'm not even playing. I literally deleted it off my phone. I can't tell you. I'm not allowed to share how much I spent on DoorDash. Yeah, I will. I'll check it out. When? Saturday? Tomorrow? But we were there. Remember, he said there's no crash. No, we were there on Tuesday. We weren't there on Saturday, because he said there's nothing on Saturday. We were there. We were there on Monday and Tuesday. Maybe you're right. I remember we did a couple of days. I'll check it. Okay, thank you. How many percent did you do? I did over 40% both in April and May. Yo, get off me, bro. Stop. Can't you tell percentage? What do you mean? I said it. So we did over 40% April and May, and right now I told you we started June. Since the start of the month, we've had over 100 pips every single day. So we're on stupid pace right now, but I don't expect that to continue forever, right? Like, can't expect 100 pips every single day. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just, I don't know if you guys heard me talk about it last year or like the year, like last couple of years. Like at some point, like you start getting this, and then you get like I don't know how to explain this, but like me personally, and like I'm gonna share this with you, like you guys see me and pretty confident in my trades. I felt like I had the imposter syndrome last year. Like I felt like am I really doing this, or is this just like I really don't deserve to be doing. Like, you almost start to doubt the fact that, like, man, this took so long to understand, and it's just you almost feel like you either, not that you don't deserve it, but like what did I have to do to get here, and like, am I really there, and or is this real? It was like that. Like, is this real? I think that's the feeling I had. Is this real? And at some point, like over the last like year, it kind of start to, and think about this. I've been streaming here for half a decade, and there are times I'm very confident in myself. But after that losing, remember the 4 Thursdays in a row we won. I don't know if you guys have been here. Whoever's been here, obviously, you've been here through this. You hear me talk about it and show off. Why not? It happened, right? We won 140 trades in a row over a span of 5 months without taking a loss. Every single day on stream, multiple trades. And like that was a wild run. And I had like insane amount of confidence. And then I took massive losses 4 Thursdays. And for some reason it was on Thursday, and that's how I remember it. It was April 20th. It was April 27th. It was May. And like, I was like, all right, so like, you know what? That imposter syndrome kind of starts to validate itself. But your knowledge tends to come through, and like I really feel like I deserve the W's here. Like at some point I felt like I didn't deserve it. But like I really feel like I deserve these dubs. I feel like nothing anyone can really tell me, because my record and my time in the trenches here with you guys speaks for itself. Wagwan Mayu, what ya say? Outside me there.
Outside me there! No for the inside! Outside me there!
It truly feels that way, like David after the dentist. Is this real life? No, I don't remember that. I've never seen David after the dentist. But it just like, you almost like there's a point like where you're like, yeah, all right, I got this, and all right, okay, now I'm getting it, now I'm winning trades, and like you're making money, but you don't really feel it. Like you feel it initially, and then you're like, man, am I really doing, like, I don't deserve this. I don't, like, yeah, that's why I said, like, the imposter syndrome. I don't really deserve this. I've been with you since dawn times. Truly feels that way. Or that till the streets came after him. What? After who? Oh, Don. 'Cause he did the shady. Can we talk about that? The Don thing?
How about new?
You want to know the inside scoop? So I spoke to Don as soon as that happened. And when I say as soon as that happened, I mean like I gave him some time and then spoke to him like a week later, because like, or like, no, it was like 2 days later. And like, I'm no one to speak on his behalf, but if you want to know the inside scoop, like, since he didn't come out for a long time and answer any of the allegations, and I was kind of the lone voice there. And I'm the entire time, from the first day to the 5 or 6 months till later than when he started streaming, I was telling you guys, look, I know where my loyalties lie, and they're with him, because he didn't do anything on purpose or shady. Like, yeah, he had good intentions. He really wanted to build everyone's account. There was no deal. There was nothing of that. I took a lot of heat for that, and I lost a lot of followers for backing him up. But the truth is the truth, and I'm not going to be like, well, buy my course because look what he did, right? Which a lot of people did. Even in the community, people just tried to grow their audience at his expense. Could have worked for me. It would have been very marketable. But like I said, I know where my loyalties lie. And they don't lie with deceit or you know, any of that. So yeah, and look, he had the best intentions, and even when I spoke to him, he's like, man, I'm gonna get everybody back. He's like, my number one thing right now, he's like, I don't even care about making money. I just want to make sure everybody's whole, whoever was in there. That was like the first conversation I had with him after that happened. I was like, you need to come out there, and like, people are, you know, spreading rumors, and you need to kind of like put something out. He's like, when I'm ready, I will. And like, that's kind of what it was, right? But so yeah, good intent. It was nothing malicious. But guess what? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. It's just a simple fact. You can have the best intentions ever. If it doesn't work out, you are responsible. Right? For whatever you don't just lose 1 million. I mean, this is trading. You lost money, you lost money. Nah, bro, I've had days where like I seem stable. Like 3-4 years into my trading, like I've snapped. I've had days where like there's no way. And you're just not in the right mindset. Like you could be, you know, you could be coming off like like you could be coming off a severe illness. You could be coming off a long vacation. You can be coming off a fight with your girl, and you can snap, bro. Like it's not like you do it on purpose. You do it with the best, with your best, I guess, processing power, your mental processing power. Unfortunately, you know, you need full mental capacity to do this. You can't be like somewhere else and here. So I mean, I'll probably leave it at that. Like, how he went about it and everything else, I don't know. I can't speak on anything except for the fact, just like I don't even know if he wants me talking about it. He could be over there like, this asshole really talking about this. I'm sorry, bro. I don't like that, but I kind of became the, you know, a target, and it's not for some reason the unofficial spokesperson, right? And like I had nothing to do with his business. I didn't make a dime off his business. I was always a supporter, right? And I never got anything for free there. I always paid my dues there. Because first of all, like you wanna get a hookup, go to a different business. You want to go to your friend's business, you pay full price. You never ask your friends for a hookup, right? You always pay full price for friends. You get deals somewhere else. You go to visit a friend's business, whatever they're doing, they start a new business, you always pay full price. If your friend's like, I'm gonna hook you up, nah, I want to play football. I want to support your business. But yeah, if I'm gonna get a deal, I want to get a deal for somebody random. Like, I don't know. I don't want to go to my boy's business. All I'm supporting, hook me up? No. He's supporting you. No, you go to your friend's business to pay full price and support and show that, like, you know, that it's worth money. You don't go to your friend's business to get a deal. But this is trading, and we're human, right? So as a profitable trader, I can understand another profitable trader, or in general, I can understand the mindset of a trader. We've all been through the non-profitables. Some of you are still in there, and we're traders and we're human beings, and sometimes one doesn't go well or hand in hand with the other. There are times in life when that happens. I think that not a single trader in history who has evidence of a broker deal with a regular broker. Please be adults and do research yourself. See the allegations are even possible. Yeah, there was no deal, and it just made no sense. You know how many customers Blueberry lost? He told me the conversation. Blueberry called him. Blueberry called him that same day, and they were like, "Dude, what the fuck?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, think about the heat that came down. And like I said, like you could do so much things for so many people, right? Like I said, he did a lot for the industry. He did a lot for a lot of people. And I'm probably not streaming here tonight, or not having any kind of stream, if it wasn't for him. Right? But, right? Like, that's the thing. That's like, you can do a lot of great things. You mess up once and you're a villain. All of a sudden you're a villain. And he's not. Good person. He's a good dude. Means well. Yeah, but that's last year, but like people still want to discuss. The reason I'm just holding off on it, there's just nothing happening for me here. But since we closed this position already, and we haven't done a breakdown yet. We're about half hour into the stream. Give me a sec. Let me grab some water because my mouth is dry, and we'll do a little breakdown here. Give me a sec. All right, let's get rid of everything. Let's zoom out here. The daily closed. Wow, late candle close. Interesting. Interesting. At resistance. I would say we should continue down here today. After a top wick and a rebreak of the lows. So wherever we bottom out, I'd expect a retracement, right? Correction of this drop and then a further drop. A lot of range here. A lot of range. Look where we're coming down from here. So I think 4,000, here we come. Yeah, daily sells are clean. The 4-hour that we had, it's still coming down. I mean, that's full TP. Full TP was what do we have? 30. Full TP was 30, I think. 30 flat from 57. The 4-hour, previous 4-hour bearish. 4 hours coming down. We got support down here. We're bumping into a level. It's an hourly level to the left here. Closure. So we're right at it. Okay, so here's the deal. We were pretty overextended on this drop down. But this 15 gives us a really nice support. Heavy 15 engulfed the previous two 15-minute candles. So decent support. If we're able to close below here right now, what do we have? Yeah, I think we'll bring us down lower. The most recent level, but these 4-hour levels to the, or hourly levels to the left. I copy at the moment. So I think below there. Yeah, you know what? get down below here, we have quite a bit of room till 30. So we got another 100 pips here. The targets will be 30 areas here. So ideally, the hourly's got a top wick. The 30's got a top wick. We just need closures below. And there, but see that closure there? It drove the market heavily down here. Pretty cool. Yeah, below 43.40. And we'll start locking in on positions. Get this closure first. 30 closes here, 20 seconds. We get a closure with no bottom wick, we're gonna avoid the next candle here. It's pretty shitty because it held the level to the left. Barely closed below the most recent. Still holding these levels. Yeah, there's nothing that we should be engaging in. Right? There's no action to engage in. So there's nothing here that's inducing action. More waiting, yeah, more waiting. Kind of got a light candle on the 30, right? Doji, like, yeah, you're opening up with a bottom wick here. The issue is the higher time frames. Like, look at this hourly. We can really push here and come down. But I can make a case here for some buys as well, bottom wick buys. So things are telling me different. Charts are telling me a different story, right? Different time frames are telling me a different story, so I gotta wait here. Hey, the next game starts right now. What I do not like about this is they got Pat McAfee on in the broadcasting booth. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to ABC because I can't be listening to Pat McAfee. I think he sucks. I wish I could hear the stream. Yo, they got this new shit. It's called headphones. Oh wait, you can't hear. Could somebody type exclamation point headphones? We should have that as a command, exclamation point headphones. Yo, they got this new shit. That's what it should say. They got this new shit to hear the stream. LOL, wow. See, we can make a case for that bottom wick buy, but could have also made a case there for that 1 hour flip. 15-minute break of low. Don't sleep. Do I look like I'm sleeping, bro? No 15-minute break of low because I haven't had a closure below. If you're looking at the most recent, that's barely there. I think there's a high likelihood. Right, we make a steeper top wick. Yeah, maybe a rebreak of the low drives. It makes sense, right? You re-break the low, you come down next support. But I am not in here because I haven't had the closure yet. So I don't know if there's enough volume to drive down to the next support. You know what's going to tell me that there's enough volume to drive? Closure outside this range. And when we do close, it doesn't mean we're going to head down. It just means that there should be some volume to head to the next range, whether that's down to the next support or up to the next resistance. Or back up in range. Your audio is low. Yes, it is. My audio is very low unless I fucking chew on the mic and I'm aware. I have high-end headphones and try to listen every morning, every night. Good luck. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean you had shitty headphones or no headphones. We're trolling. I probably have a worse mic than your headphones, all right? This is a pro mic. This is a really good mic. It's just my audio. I'm not a, like I said, I'm not a sound engineer, so. The audio is great on Zoom, so get the bundle. Love my game. Been on an insane run. But we've been on many insane runs. People are like, why all your posts on Instagram? You always sound the bundle. Because I fucking stand behind it and I believe in it. There we go, my friend. Where's Patrick? You at the gym? Wix, it's pumping on me. I don't want nothing pumping on you, bro. That's some shit you're doing. Don't tell nobody. I hate the whole setup process. XLR mics and iron out front. Bro, it's not just the mic. The mics are easy to connect. It's the software. I've literally had to Chat GPT everything, and it takes me in circles. We try everything, and then it just keeps taking me in circles. It sucks. Wait, you entered? You literally said yourself, 15 break of the lows. Where did it? Oh, yeah, it broke the previous 15. Yeah, I didn't think you'd enter until it broke there, at least. Perfect. 30-minute rebreak of the lows now look decent. Be very careful. This level is important, and if you look at the daily, that ain't much of a wick. When have you ever seen a leg candle fill like that? We should make a top wick here. I would not expect this to. Here's the way you usually see this happen. People think this is coming down, and what will happen here usually is a retest is not enough. Yeah, the retesting the highs brings you down, but it's usually not enough. What you will see happen in these times, and I'm not saying this will happen now, I'm just saying typically the market wants a fake out. The market wants to grab orders above all of these highs. It wants orders right from these areas. So what it typically will do is it'll give you this bottom wick on a daily. You'll get down here. You'll find this is where you identify your shampoo play, right? But you'll get something like this. And it'll be a heavy push up really quick. You'll get some kind of range in this area. Right, you'll do something like that. Flip bearish, get a top wick. But eventually, this candle will probably doing something like this. If you think it's coming down here, you'll get in. And it takes you back up. You'll get that push. Sorry if they're looking a bit crooked. And you'll get this, right? And this typically will kick off that push. Now, and at this point, what happens? The daily now has a top wick. The smaller, the higher, the 4 hours faking out. The hourly's getting that drive closure below the range, right? You're looking for top wick entries here, right there. Keeping stops above here. It's the same way, right? Came up, same way, gonna come down. We could probably split this in half and it'll mirror this part. Ah, what are you doing? Maybe I'm probably gonna mirror this on this side on a smaller time. Up to here, up back up here. Maybe if you're lucky, you get a deeper top wick and then right, boom, 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 back down, back down. Same way it came up, you should come down. The market likes to mirror level. Anyway, typically that's how you would see it come down. And at this point, when it eventually does come down, it's because it now makes sense on the daily. The daily's grabbed, the daily's driving off a daily resistance. The 4 hours driving is faking out, right? The hourly's closing below the range. The 30 and the 15 are lining up here. You're probably getting resistance or a seller replay somewhere within this area on the way down on the smaller time frame. So short-term push likely. We will see what the market decides here and here, right? And here, how it prints right now. If we get those closures below, we want to make sure it doesn't fake us out. How do we do that? You get that closure belowsure. Get closer to some risk exposure, right? You do have a level here. I believe this is minor because this level didn't really hold last time. You got down here, resistance, and you came up. I do think this is minor. If you're able to get this bearish closure here with momentum, if it's like because this is on the hourly, so the 15 might look like this, right? You might, well, support 15 might be coming from up here. You're getting like a nice push into here. I would probably, on the very next candle, as you get that closure, I'm looking for a sell limit right here, as long as we open up with a top wick, as long as this is the first movement. It can't happen on the 5 or any other time frame before. It's got to come down. It's got to be one movement. If 15, 30, 1 hour, whatever it is, you see this on the 5, it might actually fake out on the 15 and close you back in range. The 15, the 30, strong enough time frames where this will give you enough to secure profits and have you break even, house money, risk free, whatever you want to call it. So you want the closure below the range. You are aware of this area and that it could bring price back up. So what happens here? If it opens with a top wick, we are at least coming back to here. When it hits here, you're break even. If the candle makes that top wick and wants to drive through, great, you made money. If it wants to come back up, no harm, no foul, you're break even. That's going to be your advantage here. Enough of an advantage. That's it's 50 pips, right? So you got 50 pips of an advantage point. Doesn't mean it's going to stop there on a dot. Look at these wicks. So market drives through there. the key to do this is only to do this impulsively is only with volume, and it's got to be consecutive candles. If it doesn't happen, you're looking pretty much for the same thing. You're looking to establish this support there on the closure. And then you're looking to either we attempt to drive back up in range, right? We come up here, and then the break of the lows makes sense mid candle as we're breaking, as long as we're able to make that attempt to come back up in range. But if we fail to come back up in range and we start coming down here, right? If this wick if we just start coming down here and we don't really get that top wick up there, right? If we just get that closure, either no top wick or a minor top wick, something like this, then you wait for the closure. I don't take this impulsively. I'm going to wait for it to close below there. Once you get that closure below here, boom, top wick entry, come down. Okay, if you get a bottom wick first, then come up, you get sell stops on wherever the bottom wick was, and you come down the rest of the way. So there's many ways to play this. Many ways. Peace.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
There's many ways to play, but like you see, this isn't structured. It all depends on what the market gives that day or today. So people like buys, sells, like we could have both on one closure, the same closure, depending if you open up down or up, you know, can be the difference. But it takes a lot of chart time to get there. It's all a gamble. Okay, I'll concede. It's a I don't know. What's the definition of gambling? Putting money up? What's the definition of gambling? Let's define it first, and then we can talk about it. Gambling, known as betting, wagering something of value on a random event, or with the intent of winning something else of value, where instances of strategy are discounted. Gambling requires three elements to be present: consideration, which is an amount wagered; risk, which is chance; and a prize. We're wagering something, chance, and we're making something if we win. So I would say yes, we are in a way gambling, definition-wise. But there's a big difference in casino, gambling, and just whatever, sports betting, and having an edge. What we're doing here is what sport bettors and just in general, right? Gamblers at the casino, they work so fucking hard, and sometimes even illegally, to spot an advantage or get an edge at the casino, whether it's a weak dealer, whether it's insider info on a game, or who's going to be injured, or like whatever it is. Like the actual ones that make money to get an advantage, to get an edge. What we do here gives us a way better edge than they ever get. Their edge is based on chance and a lot of effort, right? Yeah, you got to put in the chart time, but your edge is based on pattern behavior. You know trades have to be, I've spoken about this before, this is the futures market. You know trades are going to have to be placed here by many different players. Like I said, airlines, farmers, everything, AI companies, everyone's hedging in the futures market. Which, right, by definition, if they have to trade, it's going to create patterns. It's going to create patterns of behavior, which we're here to exploit. Take advantage of that. So look at the win rate. Let's look at the win rate. So we have what, like between an 80 and 90% win rate? I don't know. Can you guys calculate that? I don't know what the actual win rate on that. 85? I don't know. Whatever the win rate is, that's how we succeed here. How often we succeed. Now, the average small business in America, right? The business, if you open up a business, the chances of that business succeeding are ballpark around 30%, maybe 30 to 40%. So I've gotten to a point in my trading where my chances of trading in my career for the rest of my life are better than opening up my own business. That's just stats. That's just data, right? And data is your best friend. I tell you all the time, right? That's how you build your strategy. That's how you know who you are in trading. You got to collect data, sample size, and not useless data, wins, loss. No, you got to collect data that helps you build the strategy that makes sense. Took this position 100 times, stops here, stops there, went break even here, went break even there, and that's how you build data. What do you do for the future? Get in here, get in there. Getting in on the break of the low versus on a top wick. You do both thousands of times. Build a nice sample size. You say to yourself, this one works better. Then you get wins more often. This one gives bigger wins. Over here, risk needs to be managed at this point, or is it better to be managed at that point? You got to do this thousands of times. And then you could read that data, right? You can say, this is what's better. And that's how you start building what you're doing. The proper way to go about it. Last 15-minute candle of this hourly. Not broken the lows yet, and got 8 minutes to go here. Give me a sec. Damn. Nick started off slow here. I hope Wemby don't get angry, man. You're playing in slow motion. Crazy. Look at the 4 hour. There's just no reason. For us not to have a top look here. Yeah, this is a little bit, it's a little bit nasty. Some of it's pretty nasty price action right here on the 15. Last 5 of this hourly. Life's again. Well, everything's in life is again. No, life is half chance, right? It's either that or that. I mean, obviously there's gray areas, but it's mostly you either do or you don't, right? To be or not to be. That is the question. You always got to choose one. And the Knicks need to get angry and get their legs under them. They call him the alien. Imagine he's a real alien. I always picture aliens, if they're ever looking like us, there's just, I mean, you remember Men in Black? There was a dude, like inside, like you open the face of the person and there's a little dude controlling him. Figure that's what aliens are like. Little motherfucker inside inside of Wemby's head. Oh, he's out. He's out of bounds. Let's go. Good D. Good D. come on, bruh. Yeah, I can't have Landry Shamet guarding Wemby. Bomb. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The hourly's closing here. It's gonna close bullish at this support. He said, I need an autograph on a poster, bro. I don't even have, like, whose poster would it be? Oh, my bad. People at the door. People at the door. Come in. Oh, we're gonna need you guys to hit some shots. They're ice cold. Can't buy a bucket. Nothing here. Yeah, we closed bullish at support, but that's not a wick I want to see. We're below the most recent, right? If we look at the most recent levels, still below there. Just not trading in this job. Candle on the 15. Nice. So maybe this can close us back below here. Once we get that closure, we'll look for position. I think I've been watching and forgot to say what up. What up, Boosh? Let me chop. 24-17. Let's go. 7-point game. Hey. My bad. Thank you. Yeah, TDF trade. Yeah, this is a pre-recorded video. We filmed this a long time ago. 20 years ago. It's been digitally remastered. Hold on a sec, chat. Muted. Thank you. So we might have positions here. Thank you for telling me. We might have positions here in the next 7 to 8 minutes, depending on what this candle does here. If we're able to push through here around 43.54 areas, we'll set some buy limits here, as long as we open up for the bottom wick. Unless this 5 does it. So there's a chance this 5 right now opens up with a bottom wick here. We tap 43.48 areas and we come up. I just not willing to take it off the 5. I'd rather see the next 15 make a bottom wick. Watch 20 seconds. Because on the 5, if we start coming down, the 15 could still close back in range here on this 5. Let's see what this 5 does. Okay. All right, perfect. We want it to come up. We don't want it to come down to these areas. We want that next 15 to come down here. I want this to push up a bit on this 5. The next 15 make it down to here, and that's our buy limits. Let me just figure out stops. 'Cause honestly, there's because we're so bearish on the higher time frames, the daily, the 4 hour, the one also. Oh, kind of held support there. The higher time frames are so bearish. Oh, there's the 5 doing that. So we're gonna scratch that idea, because you're probably gonna see this 5 give us this 15 closure back in. Well, a couple of things. It can retest the low where it opened, right? Because there's not much of a wick, which is kind of what it did there. And it makes a decision. There's a high likelihood that this 15 holds. But if the 15 doesn't hold, we don't want it to close right above it. It does me no good for this wick fill. This was able to close somewhere up there, we have a nice pullback to retest the top of the range. But we've just had that pullback. Where else are we going to go? I would really now need to retest that next support down in range at like 43, 44 areas off a top wick. Unless we close below. Unless we just completely flip bearish here and just drive through. Be interesting. Stop that music. It's disco. Bro, it's copyright free music and it's a long playlist. Let me look at the playlist. It's 3 hours. I don't know. I don't pick the music. I just find a copyright playlist and play it just so it's not dead quiet. Otherwise, this stream would get blocked for copyright. Flag for copyright. Thank you. Oh, Zoom, my bad. He says, stop that music, is disco. Well, it'll change by itself in like 30 seconds. He says, it's definitely not disco. Disco, you gotta be doing this. Ah, beaver, you know. Knicks lost the first quarter by 11. Seconds here. The 5 did exactly. We spoke about the 15 doing right. Come back down here. Support. Came back up 50 pips. Higher time frame does it. You get a bigger push. You need that closure further up. Ooh, bottom wick opening here. there's just no room. No room to take advantage of the wick, right? This could flip bullish and come right back down for a fake out. My advantage point here is not the wick fill. My advantage point is the flip on this specific trade. And what happens here, because this only the 15 and the 30 is still open, we can still come back down and fake out. So to avoid that, right, once the top wick is made, you want to go BE. Thing is, this top wick is only is made after 9 pips, but we close up here and we open up with a bottom wick. Like, we get a nice 30-40 pip advantage point in terms of the flip, and then the wick fill is extra. Read all about it. Where is he? Ahab. Did your stops got hit, or you closed out? You get a chance to close out BE here, or small loss, or you took the stop? No, Ahab wasn't. Sells down here, so it sucks. Okay, there we go. Next level reach. Yeah, it's pretty quick. Yeah. I might flip the daily. Ooh. Ooh. The Knicks tired, don't got their legs. What's going on with them? All the shots are flat. This music is music to my ears. When does the Asian session start? 7:30 to 8 p.m. Usually 8 a.m., 8 p.m. I mean, Asian 8 p.m. New York 8 a.m. I mean, for me, it starts at 6 p.m. when the market opens, and today was just another example of that, since we caught over 150 pips. Get the bundle. Seeing something different, it might reverse to clear the weekly liquidity, 43.11, 42 before he begins to buy. I'm not saying it's gonna go up or down. I'm telling you, we are gonna need to see some closures. Oh, that's a foul. South Asian voiceover session eternally open. don't even know what that means. $25 on session I'm done every night. That's crazy. We're over 150 and we're still sitting here while the next game is going on. This is outrageous. Hey gang, drop a like and sub to the channel, please, if you haven't done so already. Damn, Cat cannot have 2 points in the first half. Finally, McBride hit a friggin' 3. Oh, that was an OG. Clarkson, yeah, Clarkson. Nobody's hitting shots. Brown bench. Minutes here on the 30. What's the 4-hour look like? The 4-hour kind of looks like trash, honestly. It's a lot of time. 36 minutes. Like we could see a lot happen here in the 30 minutes. We could be below here. We could be up here. Really making decisions right now in these areas. Not like mid-range. Bang! 2-point game, another 3.
Wow, what a 3.
I like the front row. Spike Lee's just running through Chalamet and
John McEnroe going crazy.
Yeah, it's smacking. Ben Stiller. All high-fiving each other. Spike Lee's over there like, man, you guys weren't fans, real fans till we were losing. Because I've seen Spike sit there at the game, right next to a dude who's had a bag over his head. Knicks were that bad. They like people really, literally were sitting in the stands with bags on their head. Spike Lee was just sitting there through all of that, through all those years. I'm afraid that like that's his unfinished business here. I don't want him to like, because when this happens, like, that's it. Sell them season tickets. I'm about to buy Spike season tickets. Yo, tickets, courtside tickets for finals game 4. If the Knicks win tonight, for a chance to see them win the trophy, they're gonna be at least like, they're probably gonna be $1 million. Front row seats, $500,000 easy. I think they were $500,000 today. Some seats, 500,000 courtside. But for a game 4, if the Knicks win today, for a chance to sweep at home in New York, first time in 50-something years, 53 years, 54 years. Is it me or the audio is low? The audio is low. I got to get the mic working better. Or not the mic working better. I just got to set up the audio. And one day, I promise you I'll do it. That day is not today or tomorrow, but someday I'll do it. Let me face it this way. What are the conditions to take limits? The pancakes? Y'all want to take the pancakes? There's many different versions. I can't teach the whole. I'm like once I have all of this on paper or on video, you'll have access. But for the people that have been around me long enough, that have been trading here on streams long enough, you pick up on it situationally as they happen every day. Show up to the live streams, you join the private community, and over a span of 2 to 3 months, you'll probably see every version and discuss every version. But like, no matter what I explain to you right now, it's not gonna register. You might see it, you might write it down, but it's not gonna register until you see the concepts play out live in front of you on the charts. That's when it's going to stick out. And it's when you're going to be like, oh, hey, Papa Trump. Homeboy at the game. They better win. At the game. We love our Knickerbockers. And those jerseys. Magnificent. Did you see the jerk? Guys. Some parts of New York, they're still eating the dogs and eating the cats. 2-point game, baby. Let's go. 40-38. God, you can't pick up stupid fouls like that, bro. Yeah, they gotta get Mitch Robinson in there. And like I said, look at us pushing. We can just be up here. Market's making a decision at this area. Made a nasty decision here. Nasty. Filthy McNasty. Where are you going? All right, so you know what we're gonna do now, right? Right, gang? Mark off the higher time frame levels, and let's get the extent to them on the 15. 15. 130 closure, and we got a top wick. Fuck. The hourly doesn't have a bottom wick. That's the only thing I'm kind of skeptical about. And we made a top wick here. Otherwise, I'd love to take some buys back up to resistance here. Ready, close above this level. Closed above this level. So I'd love to take some buys at reset. Yo, gang, we might actually have some buys here. 43.54. What's the 4-hour look like? That's a 4-hour flip. Okay, well that makes it much easier. Now we don't have to contemplate. It came up here and flipped. Really like this level for buys. But the market made our job easy here. We don't even have to think about them. There's no way after that bullish flip, right now it starts to come back down. Yeah. Not yet. Not on this candle. Inverse shampoo play. How about no? And I'll tell you why. Look at this massive bullish momentum. You don't know if this is a rejection or just a minor reaction. Pick you up. Yeah, we might re-break the lows here, come back down in range. Possibility. Possibility. But if we're talking about probabilities, there's a chance this high still gets rebroken before any attempt down. And don't forget, like, you have levels here. Level. If you come back down, you'll probably form a range somewhere in here. The market's not going to reverse on one candle with this massive momentum, especially without breaking the high. But can it happen? Yes. Is it likely? No. So the head and shoulders here doesn't really matter. Your head and shoulders play was the one we took earlier, right? For 156 pips, which was shoulder, give me some head, and then top wick sells. Understanding that this level, highly likely to see a reaction and fill the range down. Which is what we did. We literally took that candle and took it all the way down here. Took the buys. Daily needs a price top wick. I think stops to be ready. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, absolutely. My only thing is, I would have liked those buys from 54 areas, but now that we flipped bullish, I congratulate you on your W, and I salute you, and now we continue to wait for 4 hour. Hey, we might get a 4 hour like candle too. Yesterday's daily like candle, we might get this 4 hour like. I've stopped taking positions off the 4 hour late candle, like specifically, like, because on the late candle, you're looking for the next resistance, right? If it's a bullish late candle. But if it closes on a 4 hour, you can't look for a 15 resistance. You're probably going to get like an hourly, right? And like that top wick could be like, you get a late candle here. Yeah, the 4 hour might come back down. And doesn't mean it will get filled like candle, but if it does, right, you might see the next 4 hour actually push up before breaking down here, and eventually see that top wick into these areas. Right. I'm sorry. fuck wants to be here for 400 pip drawdown? So I would look for the leg candle 4-hour confirmation for the 4-hour leg candle. I would look for the 4-hour leg candle confirmation on a 15 or a 30 in terms of reversal. Four-hour levels. Yeah. 4,400. Takes a lot of time for the 4-hour leg to set up. Yeah, in the last few months that I've been really paying attention to the 4-hour leg candle, it's been like 2 or 3 hours of going against you before that final hour drops heavy. Right? For pre-London, you get like a 1:30 a.m. heavy push into the leg candle. That's what I've been noticing. But it's only a market cycle, right? That volume will switch up and show up at different times. But I've noticed that in general, the 4-hour leg candle, the next couple of hours kind of go along with it, and then maybe the 3rd or the 4th hour reverses heavy. You need that top wick on a 4-hour, right? And it's not a 15-minute candle. You can't have a 15-minute size top wick. You need a 4-hour size top wick, right? All right, there's the rebreak of the highs that I just spoke about, which you are likelier to do than to come back down. We have New York stream. Yes, we have New York stream. We had a New York stream today for the private community, and that was for Power Hour. Y'all caught that buy? No, we caught the sells from up here. On to there for 150. I was not comfortable with that buy there based on how we printed. And yeah, I would have liked this bottom wick. Unfortunately, that bottom wick came after a top wick existed here, came down to there, and then came back up. So the way it looks now is pretty. The way it looked at the way it formed was not. The way we got to pretty was not through pretty. Sometimes a pretty candle forms pretty. Forms nicely for you. Bro, can somebody take a shot? Ah! OG on a mission. Keeping him alive. Alright. There is a level here to the left, a more recent level. Hold the level here to the left. To be clear, we just want to clear everything, right? To be sure. 20 minutes here on the 4-hour, and if I'm being frank with you, but I'm not, I'm Wix, right? But to be completely frank, I do not want to take positions on the next 15-minute candle.
It's with the lead.
But it's possible for this candle to set up that the next candle might give us an entry. And I just won't do it. I'll avoid it because it's the last 15 of the 4-hour. Knicks with the lead, 1-point lead. Who hit a 3?
Brunson.
OG and fucking alien. Yo, they gotta put him back. They gotta send him back with ET. Trump's over there sitting in a booth. So, you're saying he's an alien. Where are his papers? Let's call ICE. Brunson about to take another 3. Oh, next. Damn. Good game, but really wanted Knicks to build a heavy lead. Don't have to stress here. You know who it's time for to have a good game? Bridges. Bridges needs to have a good game here tonight. Like everybody needs to start. they all need to start shooting and making
Yeah.
clutch shots. Damn, they can't be doing that. Like, that's a cheat code with Wemby. Like, as long they can't let him get close to the rim, because as soon as he gets closer, they just lob it in there. Can't let him do that. He doesn't need to jump, I think, to dunk. Grabs the rim. Bro, stupid turn. All right, coming up here. There's going to be no positions for this 4 hour. The next 4 hour might set up lovely for us, but there's just the way we're printing here right now and the levels that we're at. Nothing. This was a nice push up, but did not give us an entry. I would need a re-break out of lows and the break out of highs. Can't have Brunson go down though. The problem is Brunson goes down. I don't even want to put it into existence, but if anything happens today, they'll probably sit him to make sure that he's good for game 4. Yeah, I can't be doing this shit. Look, he ran right into him. These got to be some flagrant fouls. You can't be doing that. And then they going at him on purpose. They're going to start going at Wemby too. Woke up fresh, chat. Good morning on my side. I would love to wake up fresh. I'll be waking up with like one kid here, one kid there. Fucking chips on top of me. No flagrant. Because they see it in slow motion. At full speed, that's a fucking flagrant. You ran right into him. The refs from game 1 would have called it a flagrant. Yo, is this correct? I haven't noticed this. Hold on. Hey, we are 2 trades away from 1,000 trades taken live on stream. This is the next trade is trade 999. I'm looking at the record here to the left. I was like, yeah, see, wait. Gotta count it. 1,000 trades on stream. 998 trades. But we've taken way more on stream. But remember the first, I think, year and a half, didn't do a count. So, or we did have a count. I don't remember what it was. I think it was. I don't even want to lie. I don't want to make it up. But you'd have to look through the streams. But this is since 2023, I want to say. 23, 24, 25. Yeah. This record is beginning of 23. Bong, tie game. Let's go. Jeter at the game. The captain. All right, look, the 15's closing here. My issue is, first of all, we're a little bit above here. Second of all, even if it closes below there, it's the last 15 of this 4 hour. Yeah. Honestly, maybe the 4 hour could have reflipped bearish here. But I think we're better off seeing a strong 30 bearish. And then the next 4 hour open up with a top wick and we'll take sells off that bearish 30. I would love for this 30 to push through. Do I think it will? No, but I would love for it to push through back in range like this. Because if that's our closure and we open up with a top wick, I'm taking a top wick sells here. Keeping stops above there, expecting this. Even if we come back up eventually on the 4 hour. That'll give you enough, right? here's some bacon, and you see this level right here. This is where I think we'll eventually drive off. Not the level, but somewhere within these wicks, I think is what brings, because there's a 15 level that's a bit lower here, I think, right there. So we can either drive from here or from here. So those are our advantage points. If that 30 comes heavy bearish, that's what we do. But like I said, look, I don't think that's going to happen here. We'll see what happens. Maybe it does. Look at that. It didn't open up with a bottom wick. Soon the 15, it's got a top wick, so it might come down. But you need a closure. You might just flip bearish for a split second here to right to our red line here and come right back up. So the possibility until we get that 30 closure. We get the 30 closure. We understand the next 4 hours is going to need a bottom wick. If it's going to need a bottom wick and we open up with a top wick, logically speaking, like, we're going to get there. Right, so nothing here for the next 15, for this last 15 of the 4 hour, and I think we'll reevaluate depending on this closure what we do.
Dude, Josh Hart, man, he is on fire.
Fucking they need to be, because he's been shit every game. Somebody got to step up. The thing is, in Cleveland, when they play versus Cleveland, all of them were on fire every game. Hart, Bridges, Brunson, OG, and the bench, McBride. Jam it. OG spot.
Bam.
Another one?
Wow.
Yeah, you're like 30 seconds ahead of me. Bang! 10 seconds ahead of me. What a good run to end the half. They're going to get the momentum. That John Starks, who was that behind him? Damn, they look, if they didn't have gray hair, they would look, that's what a lot of money does, bro. These guys have no fucking wrinkles, and like, it's good job because they got emotion, right? You can see they look young as hell. Treatment, they're in their 60s. They gotta be. Come on, cat. Good fake. Good fake. Get Wemby them fouls. Couldn't hear a whistle. Was that not a foul?
Yeah, they called it.
Oh. I'm reading the thing and it says jump ball. And I'm like, what? Oh. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I'm sorry, gang. I know we're streaming and we're still looking for positions, but the Knicks ain't been in the finals since I was a teenager. We ain't win a chip since like way before I was born. This shit happens here. Man, we win this game, it's pretty much over. No team has ever come back from 3-0. But I'm gonna, in the words of Kobe, right? With the mama mentality, job ain't done. Job not finished. You see Shaq rubbing up Ernie? Shaq is funny. Yo, tell me the Knicks might take a double-digit lead right now into the half. 10 minutes here, gang. 10 minutes. Oh, no. They're up 7. They're just down 7. These swings are stupid.
They went on a 10-1 run, man. Wow. After being down for like 15 points.
Yeah, I saw.
To go up on the half, that's great.
They closed. The key wasn't, I didn't really care if they'd be down at the half. The key was to close with momentum.
Yeah.
Because you want to go into the half with momentum so you can open up and get your run. Make your run. And the Knicks are a second half team. Actually, they're a fourth quarter team. Especially with Brunson. The most clutch player in the NBA. I think, like, to me, at this point right now in the NBA, he's more clutch than Steph. Like, I'd say career-wise, Steph has got to be, like, the most clutch dude ever.
Yeah.
And Kyrie. Steph, Kyrie are all clutch. But Jordan was clutch. You know what I mean? But
That's another level.
Yeah, but right now in the league, I think like yeah, big body Brunson. Nobody more.
Probably
clutch.
Luca too, right?
I'd say Brunson is a lot more. Like
Oh yeah,
just
Brunson. No,
literally
Brunson's good,
fourth
man.
quarter, last 5 minutes specifically, last few minutes, last 2 minutes, he just takes over. Something about him performing at the end. Like he could have a shitty game like he did last time, and he was the reason they won. We might get what we're looking for here, gang. We need a strong 30. I would focus on this level as being important. We want the hourly to hold here, which means the 30 needs to close below here. If that's the case, we look for a top wick entry right there on the top of the 30 candle. I don't think it's a sell there. I think it's a sell once we get the bearish closure here on the 30. Give me 1 second. We'll run to the back. We're before the next candle. got a couple of minutes here. Yeah, if we don't close back in range here, I'll probably call it a session. We're up over 150 pips, but we do, we'll have a sell. I really want to break this low. Thank you. Who's that performing? Oh, Cardi B. Shaq is glued to Cardi B. Chill. Focus, Shaq. Oh, yeah. I don't like us closing above here. This is a level, right? This is a level, so on the 15, but in the higher time frame, we're above the range, above this level. We are buying, so buy. I'm gonna stand by while you buy. I'm also buying, just stand buying.
You ever had this when you're in so much pain when you want to trade, but you can't because your just body hurts and your mind doesn't think?
Yeah. All of last year.
Bro, my back.
You're not
My
here
back
long
is
enough.
fucked, man.
Bro, I had a herniated disc. My hernia was over 7 millimeters. Doc was like, that's a big ass hernia. I couldn't move. Like I lost a lot of weight. And, I dropped like 50 pounds from February till October. So like 9 months. Like a full pregnancy.
Right.
My girl would be like, you don't know how it feels to be pregnant. I'd be like, yeah. I did that pain for 9 months. I had my epidurals, you had yours. Yeah. All of last year I traded through pain.
That's bad.
Pain is the word. Physical pain. I was doing anything just to give it all up. Right? Get rid of the pain.
Okay, I'm laying upside down on the bed with my legs up. Just to take the pressure off the lower back.
Man. Heal up, bro. Rest. Heat therapy. Physical therapy. My woman is close to popping. Yo, by the way, I'm sorry, bro, to cut you off. Jay, congratulations, or congratulations. When are you due? What's the due date? Sells? No sells here. We were opening up with a bottom wick. We did not close bearish at resistance. The hourly closed above the previous hourly. It even closed above this hourly level. I think there's a high likelihood this hourly comes back up. If maybe not to drive, but for at least a flip. And I do believe this market will come up higher. The 4 hour
isn't that 4 hour
closed bullish.
Isn't that our lick candle?
Yeah, it's a 4 hour lick candle, but we've opened up with a bottom wick. I expect a 54 reaction, if not sooner.
Yeah, I still gotta go to cold plunge and sauna and steam.
I'm not gonna take that, honestly. I would rather, me personally, I would rather either break up into here and then close bearish for a fake out after a top wick so we could come down on this 4 hour, or get down to here and let the market make a decision first, up or down. And if it decides down, we might have buy limits down here. If it doesn't, if it decides to continue up, I believe it will. At least on this next hour, for the next hour. Then yeah, we'll need some closures above the range. It's just gonna take multiple candles here. Had 3 herniated discs the past 27 years from an accident when I was a nurse. Yeah, it's like you can't move, you can't live, you can't function. This is a 4 hour. Problem is, this is a 4 hour. We might not come back there from this 4 hour resistance. Next sweeping the Spurs is everything, bro. I'm right there with you. Due date July 6th, but she's extremely huge right now. So you're like within the next few weeks, bro. Congratulations, boy and girl. Yes, as long as he's healthy, bro. That's all that matters. Another thing, right? We do see this as a level off the 4 hour, but the last few times there was just no reaction at 54, right? The market's just driven through. Oh, right here, 54. No, it's 51. So off this area, right? Look at the market just driving through that area on the way down. Give Jay a few giveaway accounts? Nah, if anything, it's gonna go to mini J Wicks. Told him he's got to name the kid after me. He gets an account if he can name the kid after me. We're at 30.9. Did we get there finally? Hey, W, can we get to 31K subs? You still doing the giveaway for the bundle wicks? No, it ran through the month of May, but I'll do it sometime in summer again. I just don't know when. It probably won't be a whole month. It'll probably be like whenever I say it, or maybe I'll do it like sometime in the next few weeks.
Right when I renewed it, right? Right when I renewed.
Yeah, actually, like a week before it ended.
Yeah.
You don't fucking need it. You ran up your account. Bundle includes funded account? No, not right. Oh. No, it doesn't. It's till May. I gotta. It was just through May, but I gotta respond to your message. By the way, I saw your message. Good morning, watching from Kenya. I'm new here. W. Drop a like, sub to the channel, and we were hoping to get a 30 bearish here so we could take these sells off the 4 hour, but we did not, and we're coming down first here for a bottom wick. And we might. This is where we might see a reaction first. Right, that's the 4 hour low. Right, the 4 hour body low. Yeah, right now I'd be unhappy that I took that because I'm expecting a slingshot, not a break of that candle. I'm not expecting, when we break this, right, into that wick area here, a lot of times you're likely to see it filled, this wick. We don't want to break it. We want a slingshot off this area as we tap it. And if, like I said, historically, we do have price just driving through that area. Buys might work here. Look at the 15 level. It might be waiting for this right here. 51. That also makes sense. But that's not where I would want it. 54 fell in line with the 4 hour, right? 51 falls in line for a reaction, not a full rejection. But we'll see. We'll see. This 4 hour doesn't have a top wick. Wish we had a top wick? Yeah. Yeah. If we had a top wick, we could be planning the next candle right now, because right now we can't plan sales on the next candle with this closure because we expect the top wick on the higher time frame. But if we had this top wick, that means we've attempted to drive up, and if we were closing back in range, that means we've attempted to drive up and failed, right? So right now, if we had a top wick, we'd be looking like this. That means this drive up failed. We're looking to continue down, pullback, entry, top wick. Boom. Perfect example of a top wick entry or a wick entry. Take us down for the 4 hour bottom wick. But because that's the case, I can't take this top wick, as I expect price to break into this area on the higher time frame. Am I doing power hour tomorrow? I don't know. Power hour gave us quite a few subs today, but I'd rather do New York session, like early New York, because we've ranged all of early New York. I don't expect that for 2 days in a row, ranged through NYC Open. Fuck, man. Come on. What are you fouling him on a 3-4? Stupid. Just bad foul, Brunson. You gonna buy? No, we're not in a buy. We just discussed this level. We're expecting this to come up, create a top wick, but I don't like this area. Oh, look at that. 54. Where did it get to? 53. Yeah. Maybe that'll be the catalyst. I would love for this to come up, make the top wick, and then come back down, but we're not guaranteed that top wick, so I'm not taking a buy here. All right, if we look at historical price action, right? Technical analysis, study of historic price. And while price has come up here off this level when it was coming down, the level that we closed at doesn't fall in line with it just yet. We closed right at our level, right at the resistance that we drew up. It wasn't drawn up after we closed, it was drawn up beforehand. So when we do that, and I go back to when we closed there and I see the price driving straight through there, I'm willing to take, even though based on the most recent price action after that, this is an amazing area to buy if you're disregarding everything to the left, but we're not, right? Because that's what we do here, technical analysis. The whole point is to study everything to the left to make a better quality decision. All right. Flagrant foul. They called it a flagrant, so that's a 3. That's 2 shots and possession. So they can make this 5, and if they hit a 3 on the next one, that could be an 8-point trip. Oop. That's a bad foul. You got to close out, but you can't go under them. All don't lie. The homie missed. Yeah, 5 minutes here on this 15. You probably get a nice, 15 top wick here. But is it a top wick, or will it be a 30 or in the 1 hour bullish flip? Feel me? 2 to make 1. Oh, so you get 2 chances to make 1. Yeah, that's a new rule. I didn't even know that existed till like last. I didn't know that existed till like the last playoff series. It's a 4-point trip for them. Oof. Come on, you gotta hit that. Go. You think 43, 45? I don't know about that right now. I don't know. That's within this chop. We have a rejection here. So the market's making a decision right now, right? With this level running across here. Do I want to hold these wicks to the left? break these wicks to the left, yeah, we're headed there. But then guess what? That's like 20 pips away, so obvious. Right? Duh. Thanks, Captain Obvious. And so, like, I think we go there if we break the wick, but that's the entire distance. So I don't know. That's the thing. That's the market has to determine, not what you think. It's irrelevant what you think. What matters is what the market does, and then you can react. You can get ahead of it, right? Ahead of the move, but that's also a reaction to something that the market does, to a right to an it gave something away. It showed you its cards, and react ahead of time because you got to peek at the cards. This is not an area I'd want to react in. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to see this candle closure through, but give me a second. Off balance shot was that? Messing around too much over here. Look at that. At 52, it even came down lower. What was that? You hit a 3 on the foul or just a 2? Big body. Big body, Brunson. I don't know how he hit that. That's going to be on Sports Center tonight, yo. Straight up. You guys see that? How he hit that shot. Buy then. No. you wrote that a while ago. You were coming down. 15 closed bearish. 15's got a bottom wick coming up. Does that mean we come up and break highs? Maybe, maybe not. But look at that. We spoke about this 15 level to the left. Remember I said within that box, 30 to the 15? Literally from here to here. So on the dot. Gotta be honest with you, we probably would have been a pip off. 56. No, I would have done 53 flat here. 52.5. Eesh. Let's go Spurs. Bro, what? Blasphemy. You're gonna get muted. Can't say that on the night like tonight. You ain't even from Texas. Oh, you want to root for a Texas team? Pick the Cowboys. Something. Fuck the Spurs. Yeah. I'm a Cowboy. Psh, I forgot. I think I knew that. You think you told? No, OG's just keeping the Knicks alive today. You said I'm a Cowboy fan. Man. Stephen A. Smith would hate your ass. He would tear you up, bro. I'm from India and can buy your prop firm? Yes. The whole firm? Probably not. The account? Yes. Is it mine? No. Just an affiliate. So here's what I would do if I were you. Go to Top 1 Futures. Make sure you get an instant funded account. Right? Get an instant funded. So you don't have to pass challenges and you can just trade and make money and run up the account. Skip the challenge, trade for profit right away. Look, the entire city's lit up orange and blue. The Empire State Building, everything. Chrysler Building. Yeah, do that. Go get an instant funding account and use code WIX, and that'll give you 50% off. And when you do that, you buy multiple accounts. Max out, so you can max out your payouts. And can we do that just to show them that we're a strong community? You guys have not been as strong lately, but I think it's because they stopped letting gold be traded. But so a lot of people switched to like Lucid, and because of the trade C, right? Because Project X went away. But yo, things have been rolling smoothly on their end. Gold's traded again. We figured trading view out. No, what are you doing? Come on, Brunson. That's the thing, you know, last game he had the same amount of turnovers as assists. Tough. Funny, Josh Hart hasn't hit nothing all serious. He's fucking knocking down shots, and OG's knocking down shots. Nothing from Cat, nothing from Brunson. Well, some from Brunson. Knicks are winning for sure anyway. This game will determine a lot. You can't lose today because the series goes back to San Antonio. You do not want to go back to San Antonio. You don't want to do that. And if they lose today, guess what? The momentum is on San Antonio's side, and then we're going into game 4. And if they tie it, New York can't have that. Like, we'll be in misery for the next 50 years. No. All the conspiracies say whoever's at the AT&T commercial usually wins, and guess who's in them this year? The Nova Boys and the Knicks. Guess what? They put up a picture in last game, I think at like the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, something like that. I forgot. And it had the Knicks as NBA champions, and they fucking put the Larry O'Brien trophy on Cat. it was like a thing to start off, and I was like, wait a minute, where's my phone? I gotta take, and then they took it off. I was like, what kind of subliminal bullshit is this? They had them, and it was Cat, Bridges, and Big Body Brunson. They were standing, the three of them, and you know how they do the graphics in the back, and it was NBA champions. They had it didn't say NBA champion. It had New York Knicks, and then it had a Cat holding the Larry O'Brien trophy. I wanted to go game 7 games. No, I want to sweep. Yeah, I'm trying to borrow my girl's broom. Start sweeping the streets. I might buy like a bunch of Spurs and just throw them all over the street and just go sweeping. I'm gonna hire somebody to start dropping Spurs all over the city. Damn, the Jordan 4 Nick colorway, the Cavs Knicks, whatever it is, right? That motherfucker's going for $1,000. Fucking $90 sneaker. I need the Knicks to suck again so I could buy that sneaker. I'm gonna just get one. Mix and match with my other J4s. Wow, this is really sucked. I mean, we understood the bottom wick entry here, right? We looked at this, though. It just, based on what's happened here previously, I really did not want to be a part of that. We can avoid this and take the next one that sets up better or looks better for us, right? Like the one we took for 150 as the stream would be, right before stream started. What's up, kiddo? What'd you say?
I said hi to Ben.
Oh, hi to Benny. You want to go long if this close above the range? I don't like this area at all. No, if anything, I would have went long on the bottom wick there. Benny, stop. He's jealous that she's on my lap and he's over here. Look at this. He's pissed. Look how pissed he is. Get off him. Ass, why are you biting me, bro? He's nibbling on my hand so I can get off. All right, I'm off, bro. Stop. All right. You can't do this. I gotta concentrate. The Knicks are gonna lose if I don't concentrate. Yeah, the Knicks. What do you mean, what are the Knicks? Knicks is a short for knickerbockers, which are really old pants, or which are like really wide pants that people used to wear back in like the 20s, 1920s. Knickerbocker. You're gonna make her learn about the markets? No, if anything, it wouldn't be her. It would be the one of the other two. This is not her thing. That's the baby. She's the youngest one. The older two, I think the teenager, she will. I think she could, but she wouldn't have an interest. The middle one has the skill. Right now, probably to trade better than a lot of people, but it's just not something a 7-year-old is interested in. You know what I mean? Be careful with that pronunciation. Wait, what did I say? What word? I didn't. Oh, the Knickerbockers. Yeah. The Knickerbockers. I can say that. Yo, my Knickerbocker. I can say that. I like how Steve will do it. He's like, he's got a Nicaraguan housekeeper, and he calls them my nickas. These are my nickas, the Nicaraguans. Hey, both of you. Look, I'm tired of breaking you guys up. Benny, stop. This ball. Here, take this. Take this. Be careful. Be careful. Wow, this 30 is gonna close here. There's nothing that I would take here on the next 30. Nothing. How does Fat Joe have that much money? And even Spike Lee? Were you around in the early 2000s? The Terror Squad, Lean Back. I seen Fat Joe at a he performed at a nightclub I was in Brooklyn. And I was standing in the front, smoking a joint with the bouncer, and he pulls up with like 4 Escalades. Doors open up, and the Escalade open up, and he got out, he performed Lean Back, one song, and he did. Knicks tickets are really expensive. $500,000 courtside. I know for a fact 300K. I didn't see $500,000, but I would imagine people dished out $500,000 to be courtside. If ESPN had to put their analysts at like roof level, yeah, tickets are expensive. You have the iPad? No, tell her to turn it off. I said after she's done, that's it for the night. No more night iPad. It's almost 11 p.m. It's 10:30. No, we're going to bed. As soon as I'm done here, bedtime, baby. I'm not even going. I will be because it doesn't look like the market wants to give us anything here. Yeah, I actually think we're gonna call it a stream here because we've just closed respecting. We didn't close above. We're gonna need to see this, not just this 15, this 30 through because of the way the previous 30 closed. This 15 won't be enough for me to come down. So we're gonna need a closure and then the next candle close. So we're waiting at least until 11 for possible positions, not even guaranteed. So yeah, gang, I'm gonna call it a session here. I'll see you guys here tomorrow morning. If you want to be part of any positions outside of stream, get the bundle. We're gonna take this into the Signal channel, into the private community, and whatever comes up later on in the next hour or two, or maybe pre-London, that's gonna be in the bundle. So get the bundle, gang. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys in the clubhouse. Yeah, get the bundle. We're already up over 150 pips on the day, on the session. Get the bundle. I keep saying it. Get the bundle. And go get your top on futures accounts. Make sure you use code WIX. I'm going to go root for the Knicks. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run the stream. As always, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Yeah, Signal channel, just stay locked in. Possible positions here in the next hour or two. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Appreciate you guys showing up. Important. Yes, sir. Good night, good night, good night, everybody. As for me, my time here is up. And just like that.
Wow, I feel good.
Another Asian session is in the books. Later. Have a good night, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you show up for New York session tomorrow. See you guys there.